I've tried recording this a few times and like I keep getting tongue tied and battery ran out one time and you know what, I'm just gonna go into it, so whatever. So hi guys. Today's National Coming Out Day, 2013, and I thought today would be a good day as any to elaborate on my coming out story. For all the years that I've been online, like on YouTube and Facebook and Tumblr and all that stuff, I never actually gave you guys the in-depth story as to how I came out and how I came to be the gay person that I am today. So, I thought I'll tell you. So here it goes. I realized I was gay in the seventh grade, or like this the summer leading into eighth grade. So whatever, it was summer of 2005. I remember that, and I realized in my head, like because I had been thinking about it for some weeks before then. Because on TV, when I would watch this one particular show, and I can't remember what it is right now, I would want to stare at this one actor because I thought he was cute. But at the time, I was like, I didn't know. I thought he was cute, and I was thinking, why do I want to keep looking at him? And that's sort of the night I discovered that there was something different about me. Did I say that? Did I say that this was the night? I don't know if I did, but yeah, this was in one night. And I was staring up at the ceiling. I was like, how am I attracted to a guy? Because I would the funny thing is when I was a kid and I used to go to restaurants and stuff with my parents, I would always flirt with the waitresses. So I used to be known as the little Romeo in the little restaurant that I used to go to in my home city. So in my head, I'm confused about that. I'm like, how can I be attracted to a guy when I'm the little Romeo? And I was just, I was wicked confused because at that time I was such a gay stuff virgin, meaning that like I didn't know a goddamn thing about being anything at all LGBT. I didn't even know what LGBT was because I didn't have gay friends. I didn't really watch too many gay things, so it was like 100% foreign to me. But then I kind of just I talked to myself. I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, then I'm bi. I went for the safe route. I was like, okay, then I'm bi at least. Because I kind of in my head still did think I was bi. I did I was attracted to girls like but just their faces. I never cared for, their chests or, anything else. I kind of was just like, okay, well, I think I like girls, but I like guys. So, I'm bi. So, I lived my life as a bi guy for like a year. So, moving on into 8th grade, the first person that I ever told was my cousin Cami. Me and her are like this, even though we haven't talked in some time. But me and her are those people where we could go like 2 or 3 years without talking, but then once we meet up again, we'll talk like it was we just talked yesterday. That's how close we are. I love her. I decided to tell her one night because we used to have wicked long phone calls during the day and stuff like that, and I told her, I was like, I think I'm bi. She was immediately accepting about it. She has a cousin. Well, technically I do too, because us on my side of the family. We do have a gay cousin, a lesbian. So, she's already used to that. So she was like, cool, like, whatever. And she was all accepting. She was like, I love you, everything. So it was really nice to know that I had that support right away because me having an anxiety disorder, even though I didn't know I had one at that time, I would still overthink about things and I'd be wicked worried about it. So to know that I had that at that time was really good. So, okay. So, anyway, let's move on to somebody more prominent. What I told my mom. This is the same year. I told her in 8th grade. Um, I remember I walked into her room and I talked to her for a little bit. And by the way, me and my mom are extremely close, even today. Me and her are very, very close. We're as close as a son and a mother could be. Um, I started talking to her and I don't remember how the conversation went exactly. I don't remember how I did it, but I just remember telling her like I'm bi. And she started tearing up. She didn't cry like boo hoo. She teared up, her face got red. And I was like, "Mom, it's okay, whatever." I said all that shit. But then she said this, and I'll remember this forever because I think this is funny as hell. Her immediate like response question to ask me was, "But Matt, don't you know how they have sex?" And I was just like, Mom, that's not the whole point of being gay. But I mean, Yeah, I do know, but it's okay. There are ways around it. Yada, yada. I just try to make excuses, just to whatever. So she said, okay, whatever. And she wasn't mad or anything. She was kind of like taken off guard, and she whatever. We got over it, and then that night I had pizza. That's the only thing I remember about that night, besides her saying that, was afterwards, like immediately afterwards, pizza. So, okay. But then the following year, I decided to tell her again, but I decided to tell her that I'm actually gay. Like, I started going to gay straight alliance meetings. I started hearing from gay people. I started knowing gay people. And then, obviously, with me going through, like, the hormones and shit and all that stupid stuff. Not hormones. Is that hormones? Puberty. Um, I realized that I was actually gay. I had no physical attraction to women whatsoever. So, yeah, I'm gay. So I told her, I went up to her one night, and this is fucked up. She could have told me this the first time I told her, but I told her, I was like, oh, Mom, I'm actually not bi. I'm pretty much gay. She said, oh, I know. I've always known. Well, you could have told me that last year, but I told her, I was like, how did you know? She said, well, when you were a kid, you used to fuck with my makeup, you used to like to wear my high heels, and you used to like to play with Barbie dolls. And when we would go to McDonald's, you would always ask for the kids' meal so you can get the little Kelly dolls and yada yada yada. And I was like, oh. So it's basically been common knowledge that I've been gay for like ever. And she was 100% accepting of that, and whatever. To this day, me and her are just close still. She goes to me before she goes to my sister when she wants to have fashion advice, because my sister will just shrug it off at me. I'll be like, oh, you can wear this and that, whatever. Not for the stereotypical reason that I'm gay, just because I really do know what goes good with stuff. So yeah, but the fact that I'm gay, I guess, is a bonus. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I have acceptance from my mom and stuff. I told my grandmother probably that same year, probably like coming out 2000, probably like coming out day 2007. I decided to just come out to a bunch of people, and grandma was one of them, and she didn't care. She was like, as long as you're happy, whatever. I don't remember exactly what she said, but I figure that's what she said. Um, I told my sister that same day with my mom in the room. I kind of said, Tara, I have something to tell you. And she was like, what? And then I took, because I had a Pride bracelet at the time that had, like, the rainbow Pride thing that I bought from Hot Topic. And I kind of, like, fluck it at her. Like, fluck it. Flung it at her. She was like, no, you're not gay. It's a phase. What are you doing? I was like, no, really. And then she accepted it. Basically, to make a long story short, I have acceptance from my family. Uh, on my mom's side, at least everybody knows, nobody gives a shit, and we're all close, whatever. It's like, it doesn't they don't make a big deal about it. They don't know me as like the gay one or anything. I'm just Matt, whatever. So I'm thankful that I have that support. Um, but now on my dad's side, I'm not out to my dad. I'm out to basically everybody else, but that was no fault to my own. Actually, I was outed by somebody, and I'm not saying who. I was actually outed. So everybody knows, but the other day, actually, I was talking to my godfather's ex, and she wanted to add me on Facebook. And I told her, I was like, well, do you have anybody from dad's side of the family on Facebook? Because I don't want them to know, because on my profile on Facebook it says that I'm interested in men and I'm in a relationship and stuff. And she just said, Matt, we've always known. It's whatever, you know what I mean? And so I guess it was common knowledge over there too, and I don't get how. Like, how? They didn't know I played with dolls. I did that at my mom's house. I didn't do that at dad's house. Like, I don't get it. But I guess it's just one of those things where you just have an intuition about it. You just know. So I was like, okay. So I have a support system with my family, I guess, even though I don't really talk to my dad's side of the family all too much, which is kind of sad, but whatever. Shit happens. Um, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Even though my coming out to my dad is going to be a struggle for me, because he's a hothead and I don't know how he's going to react to it. But I'll come out to him when I want to. Whatever. Might be sooner than later. Might not. Oh well. Um. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this now. I'm just trying to think of what to say, but I'm just thankful that I have that in my life. Though I do have a support. Um. And now, me being 22 years old, I'm in a healthy, loving relationship. Um, I'm doing my thing. I'm a published author independently. Um, I'm still working on writing and stuff. I'm still living my life. And the fact that I'm gay really isn't anything, but it is definitely some sort of an inspiration, at least. At least I know how to write from a gay point of view and stuff like that, so I can use that in my stories, obviously. But, God, I don't know what to say. But basically, if I can give you advice, I would just say don't come out right away. Just because today's coming out day, don't like post statuses on Facebook and you know you have like a family that you think will question it and stuff like that and who will like look at you differently and who will look down upon you. You do that on your own time. I suggest you do that when you think you're ready to the point where you think you might get kicked out. Let's just say you're in one of those situations. If you think that, wait until you're already moved out or wait until you already have a place that you can go just in case something like that happens. And I'm not saying that will happen. I'm just saying just in case. I have an anxiety disorder and I also have paranoia, so I think about these type of things. And I'm just telling you, whatever. That's why I didn't want to come out to my dad when I was in high school because I thought I was going to get kicked out. Even though I have another house to go to, I just didn't want to. So yeah. But, you know, but today's a good day for the LGBT community. You know, you celebrate who you are, you love yourself, and that's all you can do. And support your friends. If you're a ally, support your friends. Say that you are an LGBT ally, and you know you love your gay friends, and you know whatever. You just support. And if you're gay too, support. That's all I could say. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this, but I'm just gonna end it. So you know, happy coming out day, and I hope everybody has a good coming out day. Coming out, yay, experience. Okay, bye.